So I'm going to talk about a few bad habits that people slip into while they're trying to change their life or lose weight and all of that sort of stuff. So one of them is in letting extrinsic factors control your thoughts and then therefore what you do, what actions you take, and what decisions you decide to do. So if someone's like, you need to do this sort of thing, this, and if you feel like you feel like you're in a rat race and you got to compete, you don't let that control you. So you don't let people's thoughts control what you do with your life. You don't let anyone mess you around. No, don't let anyone. So you control what you do. If you got goals and stuff, you control that. You do what you need to do, and don't let anyone get in the way of that. So that's one of the things, because it's easy to fall. You start to try and stick to a certain meal diet plan, and you got people saying, "Oh, just do this." No, it's only one day. You have to do what you need to do to get your situation under control. So you need to do what you need to do. You got to stick with it, and don't let the extrinsic factors such as feel like you need to compete with everyone in the gym. No, you do you, and you focus on your own goals. Intrinsic factors. Don't let the extrinsic affect you. That's what it should be called. Don't let the extrinsic factors control what you do with your life. The next point is that a lot of people feel stuck and they feel like they don't know where to begin. So a good way to solve this is to take it in little steps, so little baby steps, and break it all down. Sounds quite generic, but you just got to break it down and assess the situation and break it down into small little bite-sized pieces to get yourself through the scenario or whatever you're in. They pick up bad habits, so such as eating the wrong foods or smoking or giving into addictions, hanging with the wrong people, and they feel like they're in a loop. So you just got to make changes and you got to push yourself. So a solution would be stop hanging with those people. Stop. You're in control of your mind. You're in control of what you do. So you don't let that affect you. Another important point is that your thoughts are the things that affect you. So not the situation. Your thoughts about the situation is what affects you. So let's say, I don't know, someone is very annoyed or they're upset but they're in the wrong or for some reason, and they're in the wrong and they are putting the blame on you. But that doesn't make, and you might think that makes you feel sad, but it's your thoughts about them. So it's not them putting you down, it's your thoughts about a situation that's leading you to feel miserable. So it's not them, it's the thoughts. I can't talk today. So it's the thoughts. So it's not them. They have no power over you. It's your thoughts about the situation. It's your thoughts. So they don't have any power at all. And you've got to change your thoughts, change those thoughts and those belief systems behind it. Another one is just trying to follow a healthy lifestyle. So following the circadian rhythm that I mentioned in the other video. So that's a really good one. Follow circadian rhythm. Start working out in the morning or early afternoon. Try and control your stress. So try and manage that. Try and take control. how do you overcome that? What steps can you put in place? So this ties in with becoming insulin sensitive. So you want to be insulin sensitive. You want to try and follow a routine and stick to the routine. Try and manage that blood sugar throughout the day, so that's stress, and how you manage your carbohydrates as well throughout the day, how you place them, so how you spread your meals. And try and like have three main meals. So 1, 2, 3 main meals, and then small snacks between the meals. So usually a snack in between the meals would be some sort of fatty protein, so pork belly, maybe even some sort of organ meat. I know people will scream and say I don't like that, but you have to get over the fear, and then you have to carry on and try and eat stuff that's going to help your body work properly. So some sort of fatty protein between meals, that'll help. That really does help. You have to make sure you can digest it with the right sort of enzymes, and that's another topic for a different day. And try and get your sleep. So your sleep is a big factor. So you want your sleep to be really well. You don't want your sleep to be disturbed. You don't want to be in shallow sleep. You want deep sleep, lots of different cycles. I think it's up to 6 or 5 cycles a night. You don't want to be having a shallow sleep, waking up every second. So you want to have deep sleep where you're dreaming. You want to get to bed by 10 and wake up at 6 if that's possible. And you want to sleep at least 8 hours if you can. Eat when you wake up, have your meals, have the snacks between the meals, and try and manage the blood sugar so you're not becoming catabolic and going into the proteins, and everything's made out of protein, your skin, bones, and everything. Skin, bones, muscle. So we don't want to be using our emergency fuel storage, do we? We don't want to use that. We don't use emergency store, emergency backup system. So we don't want to be running on the adrenals all the time. So we want to fuel the body with food. We don't want to be running on adrenals that break down your proteins in your body, make you very catabolic, and that will really speed up the aging process more than it needs to be. And that covers most of it. This is sort of off the bat sort of video. Let's target, hold on. So yeah, manage your stress, become insulin sensitive, manage that blood sugar. So your blood sugar can spike too high if you're eating a lot of sugar. And your body, so it spikes all the way up, and then your body has to bring it all the way down. So all the way up and all the way down. That can happen if you have your carbohydrate with a bit of fat and fiber, then it goes up and it stays kind of in the middle, so it becomes more homeostatic. So it's more homeostasis. So you're not all over the place and your body isn't going crazy, so you're in a nice normal range. So nice, wouldn't be as stable as fat on its own though. Fat and protein would be very stable. Very high fat would be very stable. That's a different situation. So try and manage that blood sugar. Try and get your stress down, because that will spike your blood sugar as well, and it'll go back down. So you stress all the time, spikes your blood sugar. There's 2 types of stress. There's physiological stress, and there is psychological stress, which is emotional, which will have that effect. The physiological stress is a histamine reaction to food. So you've reacted to nuts or cheese or whatever, and that will be a stress, and that will spike your blood sugar, your blood glucose again, in the same way. And eating high sugar will spike your blood sugar. So you could be eating no sugar at all and you could still spike your blood sugar and become insulin resistant. It's just about managing the stress and making sure you eat enough fat in your diet, so enough animal fats. so you maintain your hormones as you age as well, which is a different topic again. And then so sleep, blood sugar regulation through different types of stress and eating sugar, and also you can spike your sugar through that adrenal response when you don't eat either. So your body will break down the proteins, break down the proteins that will then turn into sugar and spike your blood sugar if you don't eat. So it's just a physiological insulin resistance issue that can occur in some people. We don't want to be catabolic anyway. Give fuel to the body throughout the day without spiking the blood sugar too high. So that's what we want to do. Manage your stress. Get on a sort of kinesthetic. It depends on your goals, but in general people, kinesthetics, resistance training, time under tension, with the resistance bands, free weights, some resistance machines, and what else? Cable machines as well. So you want to do a mixture of that. You want to do some functional movements to get the body working, so you can work the body in different planes instead of bending forward or to the side. You want to rotate around, so you want to go to different positions as well. So they're my tips. This camera angle's not really good. They're my few tips today in this video. And if you want any more information on bad habits, you can just comment, and I'll do another video related to that comment. If there's another bad habit that I've missed out on that's quite common in 2023, then just write it below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.